pausing, and then as we come down. And we'll do 5 here, coming up and down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4, and last one. 5. Next, we'll do some range of motion. We'll alternate in between looking up at the ceiling, looking down at the ground. We'll do 10 total here. So as I look up is 1, down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And now looking over our shoulder, we'll start first from that neutral position, looking over the right shoulder back to neutral. Then we'll switch and do over the left. So I look over and 5 on each side. This 1, over 2, over 3, over 4, over 5, and then switching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, we'll do our shoulder shrugs with circles. So we'll go backwards first. We'll do 5 there. Shrugging up, squeezing those shoulder blades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, we're going to swing our arms. We're going to crisscross them. So we're going to come out and in, and then switch so that the opposite arm is on the top position. In, and we'll do 10 total. So that's 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Next, we'll just do some seated elbow flexion. So bending, coming up, back down. We'll do 10 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Next, we're going to do our power ups. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. I'm going to bring my hands down to my thighs. My chest is going to come down towards my lap. I'm going to push up big and strong and open wide with my arms at the top. And we'll do 5 here. So coming down, power up. 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5. Good. Next, we'll do our power rocks. So with this one, I'm going to bring one arm down to my thigh. My weight's going to be heavy on that side. The other side's going to kick out with my leg. My arm's going to come up towards the ceiling with my head looking up at my hand. Then I come back to that get ready position. I'm going to switch opposite side, just moving up, and then back to that center. Let's do 10 here. Out, and 1, and out, 2, out, 3, out, 4, out, 5, out, 6, out, 7, out, 8, out, 9, and out, 10. Good. All right. Next we'll do that power step. We're gonna step the leg out wide, and then we're gonna do a heel toe motion. So where we're walking back in with the feet. So first the heel comes out, then the toes come in, and we're gonna walk back in towards that midline. Okay. We'll start with the right side and then we'll switch to the left. Okay. So 5 to the right, I'm stepping out nice and wide. And then I'm just walking my heel in, toes in as I go back towards that center line. And that's 1, and out. Good. 2, coming out. 3, out. 4, and last one, out. Good. 5, and we'll switch to the opposite side, coming out and then walking. Back in, that's 1, out. 2, out. 3, out. 4, and last one, out. And 5. Good. Next, we're gonna do some cat cows. So we're gonna slowly round our spine 1 vertebrae at a time down into that C position. And then we're gonna sit up nice and tall, bringing our chest out at the top so that we feel those squeeze in between our shoulder blades in the back and a stretch in our chest in the front. Okay. And we'll do 5 total here. Around and then up. 1, and rounding down and up. 2, down and up. 3, down and up. 4, and down and up. 5. Good. Next, we're gonna do in between heels up and toes up with our feet. So we'll alternate with this until we get to 10. So I bring my heels up, standing on my toes, and then toes come up from the ground. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Last one we'll do is our seated marches. We'll do opposite arm swing. We'll alternate until we get to 10. So as I bring my right hand up, right arm up, my left leg's gonna come up too, and then I reverse it towards that opposite side. We'll go to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right. You guys can take a drink of water if you like to, and we'll go through the circuits for today. So we have 2 circuits. The first one is going to be a boxing circuit. So more focus on that coordination, balance. The second one is going to be a strength circuit. We're gonna have a minute in each. We'll have 30 seconds before we move through to the next exercise, and we'll do each series twice. Okay. So starting at the top, we are gonna do a jab with a cross. So You can do this, you have the choice to do it with or without weights. You can use the chair if needed to have that set up by you to help with balance. But for the first one, we're gonna start with our dominant leg in the back and our non-dominant leg in the front. So because I'm right-handed, my right leg's in the back, I take a small step forward with my left leg. And a jab is gonna be a punch with the foot that's forward. So I'm gonna punch forward with my left arm and then across, punching across my body. So I jab forward, and as I cross, I'm pivoting. It's almost like I'm smooshing a bug with that back foot, okay? So the first one is just gonna be our jab, our cross, okay? We'll do that one for a minute, and then with the next one, we're gonna do a jab cross, but we're gonna take a step to the right and left, okay? So I do jab cross, and then I step to my right, reset my feet, jab cross, step to the left, reset my feet. Okay, so just a little bit more coordination involved in that second one, okay? The next one is gonna be a cross and a hook. So still I have that right leg in the back. I'm gonna cross with that backhand and I'm gonna hook. So I'm gonna punch to the side with that elbow bent. So I cross, hook. That will be the third round. For the fourth round, we're gonna do a cross hook. Just like we did with the series before, the exercise before, we're gonna do some movement with it. So I'm gonna cross, hook. I'm gonna take a step forward and same thing. Cross, hook, take a step backwards, cross, hook. Okay? So a little bit more complicated, a little bit more coordination, a little bit more thinking involved in it, but I think everybody's up to the task for today. And you can always watch me if you lose your place. The first one, starting real easy with just that jab cross, okay? Can do it in a seated position as well. So if we're doing the steps with it, let's just step out, step back in, jab cross. For the second one, we're doing that cross hook. Let's go, we'll come forward and then backwards in that direction if you want to do it seated. Okay. So starting with just that jab cross, no movement with this first one, okay? I should say no shuffling. So that back leg is going to be your dominant side. So for me, it's my right leg. And we'll take off in about 10 seconds here. All right, so punching with that forward one, twisting, jab, cross, jab, cross, jab, cross. Good, halfway there. Last 10 seconds. All right. Okay. Now, same movement, same punches, only we're going to take a lateral movement, do it, and then stepping back to that starting point. And we take off in about 15. . So jab, cross with a step, jab, cross. I'm gonna step to the side, reset my feet, jab, cross. Halfway there. Last 10 seconds. All right. So this next one's going to be just 2 different punches, but without the movement. So we're not moving our feet for this first one. And we're going to cross, hook. So cross, hook, cross, hook. All right. In about 10 seconds, we'll take off. Good. Cross, hook, cross, hook. And pivoting that back foot when we cross. Halfway there. Last 10. All right. So same thing, we still have that cross hook, only we're gonna shuffle forward, cross hook, shuffle backwards. So we take a step forward, do that same combination, step backwards, same combination. And take off in 10. Good. So cross, hook, I'm gonna take a step forward, cross, hook, take a step backwards, cross, hook, forward, cross, hook, backwards, cross, hook, forward. Good. Halfway there. Last time. All right. Go ahead and get a drink of water. And we'll repeat that from the top. So about 30 seconds. So the only thing that's going to change this round is if you feel comfortable, we're going to do it backwards. So it's going to be harder to coordinate, but I'm going to have my non-dominant leg in the back. So when I do my jab, I'm crossing with that opposite. So I'm jabbing and crossing with the opposite side. Okay? And we'll take off in about 15. All right, left leg in the back. If that's your non-dominant side, and again, we're jabbing and then cross. So that cross, pivoting with that back foot and taking off. So jab, cross, jab, cross. And it may feel a little awkward. I know it feels awkward for me. Good. Halfway there. Last 10 seconds. All right. So same thing, only we're gonna do our side step. So I do my jab cross, step to the side, same thing, step to the other side. We take off in about 10 seconds. Good, jab, cross, to side. About halfway there. So smushing that bug with the back foot when we do our cross. Last 5 seconds. All right. Next, we have that cross hook. So I'm crossing my body and then hooking with the other arm. This one, we're just standing still while we do it. We take off in about 10. Good, so cross, hook, cross, hook. Good. Looks good, everybody. Halfway there. Last 10. All right, so that same combination, only now we're taking a step forward and a step backwards. We take off in about 10 seconds. Okay, cross, hook, I step forward, cross, hook, step backwards, cross, hook, take a step forward, cross, hook, take a step backwards. and however speed you need to do it at in order to maintain that coordination and balance. Good, more than halfway there. All right. All right, go ahead and get a drink of water. So that is the first circuit that we have. And take 30 and then we'll go over that second circuit. And the second one is going to be more strength based. So boxing was a little bit more coordination, balance, and cardio. So for the next series, we have 3 strength-based exercises. We'll spend a minute in each and then 30 seconds to rotate to the next one. Okay. So fairly simple for this. If we need to, we can have a chair to help us with that balance component. We're going to do a squat. So I squat down. I'm going to come up and I'm going to bring one leg out, back in, squat down, up, opposite leg out, back in. So we'll alternate through that one for a minute. The second one is going to be a step out jack. So a couple of options for this. Of course, always an option to do it in a seated position, just with our step out jumping jacks. If we're in a standing, I can step out, arm and leg, step in, and then opposite side. I can also go into, if you feel so comfortable to do, can do a full jack. But for now, I'd say that stepping out, back, out, back. So we're just alternating those sides. Okay. And I'll pan down so that you can see my feet. So as I come out, both arms are up, stepping out back to that midline, both arms up, and then I step out to that left direction. Last one. So a couple of different options for this one as well. I would like for you to join me on the ground. But if not, we have other exercises that we can do as an option for it. So we're going to start in that tall kneeling position. One thigh up, one leg up into a half kneeling. And then I'm going to stand all the way up and then coming back down. Opposite leg comes up into that standing position. Okay. We can do, if it's too hard to get up and down from the ground, we can just do in the chair and step out, lunge, step out, lunge. Okay. Or even in a full standing position as well. All right. And we're going to start from the top. We'll do our squats with bringing the leg out to the side. We'll take off in about 10 seconds. All right, starting. So I squat down, come up tall, leg's gonna come out to the side, back down, squat, up tall, Opposite leg out. Good, halfway there. Last 10 seconds. All right, getting ready for those step out jacks. We take off in about 10 seconds. Good. Stepping out, both arms up, back towards that center. Opposite side. If this is too much on the shoulders, you can always come across your body too, like we did in that warm up. Good, we're halfway there. Last 5. All right. So either joining me on the floor for that tall kneeling to stand or just doing our lunges in that standing position. Good. We take off in about 10 seconds. Good. And bring one leg up all the way into that standing position. That same leg's gonna come back first. And then opposite leg's gonna come up. Good. And I bring that opposite leg back. Back into that tall kneeling position. One leg up. Halfway there. Last 10 seconds. All right. And go ahead and get a drink of water. We're gonna start up from the top with our squats with bringing our foot out to the side, so that hip abduction. And we take off in about 20 seconds. Okay. Squatting down. Good. Up tall, bringing the leg out to the side. Good, halfway there. Last 10 seconds. Looking good. Good. Next, we have those step out jacks. We take off in about 10 seconds. Good. Stepping out to the side, back in. Looks good. And we're halfway there. Last 10 seconds. All right. And the very last one. So either doing those lunges if you don't want to get onto the ground, otherwise joining me into that tall kneeling position into standing. Take off in about 10 seconds. Good. Bring one leg up to that standing position. The same leg is going to step back. And then opposite leg comes up. Same leg comes back down. It's good. Good, halfway there. Last 10 seconds. All right. Go ahead and get a drink of water. In about 30 seconds, we'll go over those power moves. Today, we're doing them in the supine position or lying on our back. And we'll end with our power flow. It looks like everybody's just about back. So today we have our power series is going to be in that supine position or lying on our back. We'll go through and I'll show you what they look like. We'll do 10 repetitions of them each, and then we'll link them all together into our power flow. So the first one is our power up. So in laying down, with this one, I always like to bring my arms out just as feedback for myself. So when I bring them up, I'm gonna bring them back down towards the floor. I'm gonna push the back of my arms into the floor and the back of my heels into the floor so that I'm just lifting up my body just a little bit. And then I'm gonna relax and go back up. So my power up is here. Good. Our power reach, our power rock is going to be reaching to a diagonal. So I can use my hand, or I'm sorry, my leg if I need to. Bend one side, and I'm going to use my foot to help me turn towards that side so that I am rocking towards one side. Then I go back into that get ready position. The opposite leg comes up, and that helps me rock to the other side if needed. All right. So that's our power rock. Our power twists, we're gonna open up to that big T position, T for twists. I can use my leg again to give me that leverage to help me turn. I'm gonna push, I'm bringing my hands together, rolling to my side, and then I'm gonna open back up wide into that get ready position. I'll bring my opposite leg up, and then twist to that opposite side. So we'll alternate with those with the last three until we get to 10. Our power rock, our legs are going to be in that bent position. We're going to step out with one arm and one leg to the side, nice and wide. And then stepping back into that center position, and then the opposite arm and leg step out. So with that power rock, the power twist, and the power step, we'll do 10 totals. That'll give us 5 on each side. With the power up, we'll do just 10 repetitions total as well. All right, so we'll do them all first, and then we'll link them together. So I'm coming up for that power up first. I bring my arms up, pushing the back of my arms and feet into the ground. Power up is 1. Power up, 2, power up, 3, power up, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Next we have that power rock. So I rock towards my left, back down to my right. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Next up, we have our power twist, opening up nice wide into that T position. I'm going to turn towards my left first, coming together, bringing them out wide into that get ready position, and then opposite leg comes up for me to twist to that right side. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, step. So I'm going to bring my legs up, bending them at the knees. I'm gonna step out wide and reach with the same side arm, and then step back in, and then opposite side goes back in. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. The last one we have, we're just gonna link them all together into our power flow. So a flow just means we do the power moves in succession. So straight from that power up into the power rock, into the power twist, and finally into that power step. We're gonna do 6 total repetitions. I'm gonna walk you through the first one, and then we'll go straight into linking them together, okay? So on the ground, I start with my power up, into my power rock, and then to the other side, opening into that power twist, and power twist. Good, and then coming up for my power step. All right, so that would be 1 repetition. We're gonna repeat it until we get to 6, okay? So we'll do 6 more. Ready? We're starting with that power up. Bring the arms up, pushing, lifting the body. That's 1. And then we're gonna rock, and opening for that twist. And to the other side. Good, both knees are bent for that power step. Together, step together, straight into our power up. Good. Rock. And rock. Good. And 2 twists. And twist. Good. And step together. Step together. That's 2. Power up. And reach. And reach. Good. And open. Twist. Open. Twist. And step together. Step together. Halfway done. Up. And rock. Rock. Twist. Twist. And step together. Step together. 2 more. Power up. And rock. Rock. Out. Twist. Out. Twist. Bring the legs up. Step together. Step together. Last one. Power up. And rock. And rock. Open. Twist. Open. Twist. And step together. Step together. All right. All we have left is our cool down, our stretches. So join me back in our chairs. Go ahead and get a drink of water if you need to, and join me back into that seated position. All right, looks like everybody's just about ready. Okay, We're gonna start with stretching the back of our shoulder. So I'm gonna take my right arm and then I'm gonna reach it across my body. I'm gonna hug it in just above my elbow with my left arm, and we'll hold it here. You should feel that stretch in the back, and we'll do some wrist circles. And we'll reverse those circles. Good, and switching sides. And now my left arm's gonna come across my body. My right arm's gonna hug it into my body just above my elbow. And same thing, we'll do those wrist circles in one direction. And then reversing those circles. Good. Next, we're gonna do a stretch for our upper shoulder and neck. So with this one, I'm gonna stretch the left side first. I'm gonna bring my left hand and hold on to the underneath my chair, just so that I anchor that shoulder. My right ear is gonna come towards my right shoulder, and you should feel that stretch on the left side. If you need to, you can give a little bit of overpressure with that same side arm. So if I'm bringing the right ear towards my right shoulder, my right hand gives a little overpressure. Good. And we come to that opposite side. Now I'm going to anchor that right shoulder. So by holding on underneath my chair, I bring that left ear towards my left shoulder, and then I can give that overpressure by using my left hand. And this should never feel painful. It should just feel like a good moderate stretch. Okay. Next, we're going to stretch that muscle that runs from the tip of our shoulder blade to the base of our head. So with this one, it's almost as if we're trying to put our nose into our armpit. We can anchor our shoulder just the same way like we did with the upper trap stretch. So if I'm going to stretch that left side, I'm going to bring the left arm underneath my chair, bring the head down, and I'm going to rotate it towards my right side. My right hand can do some overpressure. And again, I'm pulling it towards my armpit. This should just feel like a stretch. Good, we'll go in the opposite direction. So now I'm gonna anchor that right shoulder and bringing my head down and turning it towards my left. My left arm can give overpressure. Good. All right. Next, we'll stretch our hamstring muscles. So I'm gonna have you bring one leg out all the way straight so that it's on the ground, trying not to bend at the knee. And then we're gonna bend forward at the waist, reaching down towards our toes so that we feel stretch in the back of our thigh. Good. We'll switch to the opposite side. Bring the leg out all the way straight. I'm gonna hinge forward at the waist. All right. Next, we're gonna stretch the back of our hip. So I'm gonna have you bring that leg in towards your chest. If it hurts to press on top because of knee pain, you can hug it in behind the knee as well at your thigh. And just like we did with the wrists, we'll do some ankle circles. And then reversing those circles. Good. And then opposite side, hugging it in. Reversing our circles. Good. And we'll end with a butterfly stretch. So we're gonna interlace our fingers. We're gonna rest them just gently on the back of our neck. We're gonna fold in, bringing the elbows together, rounding our spine, exhaling our breath. Then as we come up, we're gonna sit up nice and tall and pull the shoulder blades up, the elbows apart, okay? Squeezing at the shoulder blades, then exhaling our breath, rounding everything. Sitting up nice and tall, taking a breath in, pulling our elbows apart. It's 2. And rounding. 3, we'll do 2 more. 4, last one. And 5. All right. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your week. Stay dry, stay cool. It's supposed to be like 8 million degrees out there.